The avatars by Michelangelo. According to many beliefs, God is omnipotent, that is, God can do everything. And if so, then it can take human form. Already in the Hindu religion, it is said that God incarnates himself, taking human form, from age to age. This was said by Lord Krishna 5,000 years ago. In the Bhagavad Gita, the sacred Bible of the Hindus, all its messages were written. Lord Krishna said, "I have been born many times and so have you, Arjuna. But I remember all my past lives, while you don't. Although I have no birth and my transcendental body never decays, and although I am the Lord of all sentient beings, still I appear in every age. Whenever and wherever there is a decline of virtue, where vice and wickedness prevail, and a predominant increase of irreligion, then I myself descend, in order to protect the good and annihilate the wicked, as well as to restore the principles of religion and virtue. I come into the world, from age to age." Bhagavad Gita chapters 4, verses 5 to 8. In order to prevent their children, plunged into the darkness of ignorance, from remaining forever lost in the deceitful labyrinths of multiple information. The Lord arcs over and over again, in some cases God himself, in human form, and in others God, inspires through prophets or enlightened teachers, to give light on the way. Among these multiple avatars we can mention Ramachandra, Krishna, Hermes Trey and Megisto, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Leon Sheth, Zoroaster, Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. According to the Hindu Purana texts, countless numbers of avatars have descended in our world. Approximately every 2,000 years, we pass from one era to another. When Jesus the Christ appeared, the age of Pisces began. In the year 3000 BC, that is, 5,000 years ago, it was the age of Taurus, when Lord Krishna descended. The appearance of Lord Krishna 5,000 years ago has proven to be one of the most complete incarnations of divinity. In this incarnation, in addition to demonstrating his omnipresence and omnipotence, like in no other incarnation, he easily defeated very dangerous enemies, raised mountains, raised the dead, performed miracles of all kinds, defeated armies, and was always victorious in all his undertakings. And the greatest thing that he did was to leave the knowledge complete and very clear, so that all humanity knows it and can return to the divine realm. All this information was left in the sacred books, both in the Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavatam. Krishna's name has been given many meanings. Krishna, the unknowable, the blackish, absolute light. Here his attributes are revealed. But its semantic meaning, seed of its name, is Krish means creator, the N, emanation, and the A, first letter, of the alphabet. From there we interpret Krish, creator N, emanated, and the A, of the origin. Original creator. And in the same way Christ, creator Krish, and the letters T and O. The T means sacrifice and the O for love. A creator sacrifices himself for love. Christ dissolved some bad karma, planetary. Just like Krishna, he did it in his time. It is no coincidence. This similarity in the names is the same God, fulfilling a plan. Krishna, eliminating the evil of the world in those times, and leaving the divine knowledge. And like Christ, leaving the legacy that we are children of God. And as we should, behave like children, and giving a lot of emphasis on brotherly love. Naturally, the best way to understand God is to learn from him. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna reveals his teaching to mankind. The real transcendental person tells us that he is God and reveals many things about himself. Lord Krishna said, "Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, was impersonal before, and now I have assumed this personality. Due to their little knowledge they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme." Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 verse 24. When I take human form, the ignorant, the unaware of my superior nature as Supreme Lord of all, despise me. Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, verse 11. Lord Krishna said, "I am the beginning, the middle and the end of everything." Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 verse 20. In the same way in the book of Revelations or Apocalypse of the Bible, says the Lord, "I am the rise and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who is, and was, and who is to come, the all-powerful. Revelations, chapter 1, verse 8. Here we again see coincidences between what Krishna said 5,000 years ago and the Christ 2,000 years ago to John in the book of Revelations. It is the same creator. In the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, there are Krishna's teachings, revealing where we come from, the beginning, or origin of the living entity, its evolution, and ultimate end, which is the return to his supreme abode, but as an individual and liberated, fully conscious entity. We are going to summarize about this, which is very widely explained, in the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. It is explained that from the Supreme Lord, millions of children emanate, like divine sparks, the spirits, or Atman, also called Paramatman. They were all made, in their image and likeness, but in atomic form, and that atom is lodged in the heart of all living beings, animals, plants and stones. Lord Krishna says, I am the Atman, the spirit, in the heart of all beings. Wanderer, chapter 10, verse 20. These virginal spirits or Atman are initially spirits without individual consciousness, and the children that the Lord has emanated have a plan, a purpose, that the divine sparks develop their own individuality, through their soul. In the divine realm, there is no duality, and there you cannot develop properly. The divine sparks develop that individuality, which is given by the experience of duality. These divine sparks have to experience extremes. All this will be recorded in the soul, with ideas, images and emotions. The spirit will continue to be identical to the Lord, but what will differentiate him will be his individual soul. For this, the Supreme Lord created millions of evolutionary spheres, or cosmic eggs, where duality exists, which are suitable places for the living being to develop their own uniqueness. Just as when one has a child, one is waiting for him to learn to walk, to speak, and with time to be able to fend for himself, in all possible aspects. The greatest aspiration of parents is that their child is capable of being self-sufficient. So also the Supreme Lord wants his children to develop their own independence, and be able to choose, and not be mere automatons. Inside the cosmic egg, the divine spark goes through multiple stages, from an elemental life, to a more complex life, until reaching the human state. Already in the human state, he goes through many reincarnations, until he truly awakens, and he is already fully aware of himself, and he realizes that life is transitory, and he begins to look for answers to many unknowns, such as where he comes from and what he will be like when he dies. Since many human beings are automatons, even though they appear conscious, they are living dead, who are hallucinated by their desires, with multiple goals, and live in an adventure, life after life, where they will have moments of happiness and suffering. There comes a time when life is unbearable for him, since he has reached a point of saturation of experiences. It is already a fruit, ripe, and ready, to come out of the cosmic egg and return to the divine realm. In this searching process, God leads you to the knowledge that helps you get out and return to your eternal home. Lord Krishna explains in his teachings that to return to the divine realm, certain qualities are required, such as good conduct, simplicity of life, humility of heart, with Lord Krishna as his goal. Lord Krishna says, he who at the time of death remembers only me, when he leaves the body, he reaches me. And a person at the moment of death thinks about anything, being constantly absorbed in it, during life, he goes to it when he leaves the body. Therefore, constantly think of me, keep your mind absorbed in me, you will undoubtedly reach me. To that supreme abode, is the supreme destination. When you go there, you never come back. That is, my supreme abode. Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 verses 5, 6, 7 and 21. In this divine realm, one lives very happily, free from all limitations, enjoying indescribable peace and harmony. There is no suffering, no pain, much less boredom. Being able to have a permanent contact with the Creator. If you are interested in the subject, you can watch the videos on my channel, which will give you all this information in a deeper way. At the bottom of the video, you have several links. You can see several topics of great interest. Subscribe to the channel to receive more videos, like and share. Have a happy day.